Shopify product customization is easy if you know how to use these hidden features. If you want more flexibility when customizing your products and you don't want to bloat your theme with countless product templates, you better start using Metafields and Metaobjects. Let me show you how to do that. So on the store that I have prepared here, I have a couple of types of products, and each of them should have their own information. They should display information about that certain type of product. So for example, we have these two hair removal handsets, which are kind of the same thing. So their product pages should be kind of the same sections, but the information on those sections should vary still, even though they are kind of the same. And we have these three products, which are bundles, and their product pages should vary from this one. So they should be different. They should have different sets of sections and different information. But how can we do that? Because if I go to this product, which I've customized in the last video, if you want to see that, you can follow the link up there. If I go to this product page, we have a set of sections. We have this review section here. We have the description like that. Then we have here, this section is a multi-column. We have this before and after section. We have how to use, and then we have a video. Now, if I go back and I go to the rest of the products, like for example, on this one, on which I didn't work at all, I can see that it still has this section here, and it has a description which is unique to this product because it's coming from the product description property on the product page. But underneath, I'm gonna have the same sections like why you love Fable and before and after, and this one how to use. Everything is the same. They are similar products, but they should feature different sections sometimes. Like for example, this here should be different from this other one. I've set this one to be premium, and this one should be the normal version. And on this one, I might have different accessories. You get it on your store. You might have two products that are similar, but they are not the same. So they should vary just a little bit. And when you customize one of these product pages, they will all look the same because they are using the same template. And because we want to have unique information for each of the products, and you don't want to make, in this case, we're gonna have 5 different templates for 5 products. That's not scalable. If you have 50 products on your store, you don't want to have 50 templates because then you're going to have to update information on 50 templates. You want to turn the main product categories into different templates. Like for example, this one should have its own template and these ones should have their own template. So the handset template and the bundle template. But now they all use the same template, and I'm going to start like that. I'm going to show you how you can add unique information using Metafields when you are using the same template. I'm going to start adding Metafields, and at one point I'm going to create another template for the bundles. Let's go to the product page, and the one that is customized now is this one, and I'm going to start with this benefit statement. This benefit statement is the same over all products. So if I go to a different product, I'm going to get the same thing because this is a static text that I've added inside the customizer. So if you go to your theme and you go to that particular template, I'm going to go to this one. This statement here, or the text for this statement, is saved inside here, inside one of these blocks. And I think it's this one over here. And because this is just text added in the customizer, it's saved on the theme and is going to be the same for all the products. What we want to do is to create a metafield for all the products. And instead of using text in here, we're just going to connect a dynamic source and we're going to add that metafield. So I'm going to go and do that. So you can do that from here as well. You can click on add metafield and you're going to be sent to the Metafields area. If you want to find it on your own, you can go to settings. Like if you are on the dashboard here, you're going to go to settings and then you're going to go here to custom data. And in here, you're going to click on products because we can have metafields for multiple objects on Shopify. We're going to create now one for products, but you can create for variants, for collections, depending on what functionality you want to create. Now we're going to go to products and I'm going to create one more definition because in the last video, I've created another definition to add the specs because specs are unique to each product. So as you can see, we have here a specs metafield that was created. And if I go to any of my products, I'm going to see on their product page that field. So if I go to products and I open any of them, because once you create a Metafield, it's going to be present on all your product pages. You can see here the specs Metafield, and this is rigged to show the specs inside this drawer here. I have this features and specs, and inside here you're gonna show unique specs for each of the products. So if you go and you add the information there, you're gonna see the specs on the product page. But now I'm gonna go and I'm gonna create that new definition. So I'm going to add a new definition, which I'm gonna name benefit statement. I'm gonna select it, and it's automatically creating a namespace and a key. You can change that, but you can leave it as it is, it doesn't matter. Then you're gonna go and you're gonna select the type, and I'm going to select single line of text because this is what I need. And then I'm gonna just save. If you want, you can look through the settings, but you don't need anything at this point for this. So I'm just gonna hit save. Now, if you decide you want to rename it, you can go and just rename that. I'm gonna change this to a uppercase and I'm gonna save. Then I'm gonna go to a product page and I'm gonna refresh the page. And now if I go here at the bottom, I'm gonna see that I have a new Metafield, which is benefit statement. Now what we want to do next is to go to our products, then select them all, then go to bulk edit. And in here where you see columns, you're going to search for that Metafield that you just created, which is here. You're gonna select that. And in here where you see the row, you're going to add your statements for all the products that you want that statement to show. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna populate this. And once you have all your Metafields added, if you don't want to add this value for one of the products, you can just leave it empty. Then you can just save. So now we can go back to that customizer that we had opened before. And instead of having this static text in there, we are going to connect that Metafield that we just added. And that Metafield is here, benefit statement. And you're going to select that. As you can see, it replaced the text that we had. And now we have this dynamic source. And if I go to the one that I didn't add the value to, it's not going to have that section at all. So if you don't add the Metafield, it's not going to show that section, which is good. But because I want this one to say the same thing as my main product, which is this one here, I'm going to go and I'm going to copy this statement here. And I'm going to go to the product page of the one that I've skipped in the bulk editor. So this one over here. And I'm going to add the value here so that it shows the same message as my main product. So now if I go and I refresh the page, this one is the premium product, which has here achieved professional results. And if I go to the other one, it's going to say the same thing. But after adding the Metafield, the section might take a couple of moments until it shows on the page. So now it shows and we are done with that. Okay, if we go lower on the page, now we have this section here, and maybe you want to show different icons and different text for different products. So I'm going to show you how you can do that. For this, we're going to create 6 more Metafields. This one's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For that, I'm going to go to my dashboard and I'm going to go to custom data, product Metafields, and I'm going to create 6 Metafields. And I'm going to create one for trust icon 1. And I'm then going to select the type, which is file is here. And I'm going to deselect the video and then I'm going to save. And this will create one Metafield for an image. And then I'm going to add another definition for trust text 1. And I'm going to select the single line of text. And then I'm going to save that. And I'm going to multiply these. Okay, now that I have these new Metafields will show underneath the product page. So if I go to my product page and I refresh the page, I am going to see that I have this other Metafields like trust icon, trust text. And if I click on it, I'm going to be able to select an icon here. And in this one, I'm going to be able to add text. So again, if you want to do this over all products, you can go to products here, select your products, go to bulk edit and then columns, then find your Metafields in here, select them. They will be shown here like that. And you're going to be able to select the information for each of the products directly here for all of them at once. And then you can save and all the values will be saved. Or you can do it normally on the product page. Like for example, for this one here, I'm going to go and I'm going to add 3 values. So I'm going to go to trust icon 1 and I'm going to select the free delivery, and I'm going to go and add the text for the free delivery, which is this one. Then I'm going to select an image for the second one and the third one, and I'm going to add the text in there. And once I just have to go on the customizer again and rig this, because now the information is saved on the product, but I have to go and change the customized settings. So in here, in the icons with text, for the first image, instead of the truck, we want to go and click on the dynamic source, and we want to go and select the trust icon 1. And as you can see, the icon was updated here. Instead of this text here, which this is the static text, we want to select it all, click on dynamic source, and you're gonna find your trust text 1. And then you can go to the second icon, which is here, and find the right icon, so trust icon 2, and select there the text for the trust text 2. Then here the same for the third one, and here same thing, so trust text 3. Once I've saved that, as you can see, everything updated in the section. Once I save that and I go to that product, which is this one here, I'm gonna have this unique information for this product. And I say unique because now if I go to other products, they won't show anything in there anymore because they don't have the Metafields set. So I'm going to go to each of the products. Once I have this added, I go and I save, and then I can go to the product page. And if I refresh the page, the section will appear here with the icons that I've selected. And now if I go to a different product, like on this ones, if you want to show different icons in here, you can go to their product page and select the right icons that you want to show underneath those. Once I have this done, if I go and I preview this product, I see that the icons differ from the other one, and I have a different text here as well. So let's go and preview a different product. On this one, we have free shipping, we have risk-free and FDA. On this one, we have safe for all skins, hassle-free, and pay in installments. So this way you can have unique information on this section, but make sure that you have the Metafields filled up for all of the products, because if you don't fill them up, like for example, this one doesn't have the icon information. If I go and I preview it, it's not going to show anything in there. Okay, so let's say that these sections on the side of the image are the same on all the products, and we are fine with those. But what if we want to remove one of the sections underneath? Like for example, this section here that is from Judge Me reviews. This speaks about this product. So if I go to the bundles, that might not resonate with the customer because these reviews are general and now they are just coming from one product, and I don't want to have this section showing in here. And that's why we're gonna need a different template. And in this moment, we can go ahead and we can create a different template for bundles, for example. Because I said these two products are kind of the same. They have kind of the same sections, but these ones are bundles and they differ and their sections should be different. So how do we multiply our product templates? Let's go back to the customizer. And to do that, you're going to go to your theme that you want to work on and then on customize. And you're going to see here that this product is using the default product template, which is here. If you want to create a new product template, you're going to just go in here, go to your products, open that up. And in here, you have a button that says create template. And now we just have the default product. And I'm going to click on create template. And I'm going to name this template bundles, and it's going to be based on this default product template that we just worked on. So everything up until now is going to be saved on the bundles as well. As you can see, I don't have other templates in here. Then I'm going to click on create template, and the template will be created in the background. So now we have two templates, but as you can see here, the bundle template is assigned to 0 products, and that's why we will have to go back to our products. So in here, products, and I'm going to select this products over here. Again, I'm going to go to bulk edit, and I am going to go to columns, and I'm going to search in here for template. And we have our template column here. So we have these 3 bundle products that use at the moment the default product template. And to change that, we're gonna just select the bundle template, which is shown down below. So you're gonna select that for all the products that you have there, and then you're going to save. And this will change the template of those products. If you wanna do it individually, you can go and click on each of the products that you want to have that template updated. And if you scroll down, you're gonna have an area here which says theme template, and you can select the template here as well. So now we have 2 products that are using the general product template and 3 products that are using the bundle template. Now, if I want to remove sections from this template here, I just have to go to my customizer again, and I am going to navigate to one of those products, so this one's here. And now I can see here that the bundle template is used by 3 products. And I'm going to go here to this section, which I want to remove, and actually remove this section altogether from here. And now the description will come right underneath the images. I'm gonna save that. And if I go to the product page now, I'm gonna open that. I can see that the description comes right underneath the image, and there are no reviews displayed in here. So if I go to this template here, so these 2 products use the same template. If I open them up, they still have that review section. Whenever you're gonna work on one of these 3, they all gonna get the same settings. And when you're gonna work on these 2, they're gonna get the same settings. So now, for example, I can go on this bundle template and I can remove more of the sections that I think that are not going to work well with this type of product. And I can go underneath here. I can just remove the before and after section because we don't need it on this product. You just go and remove what you need and then save. And now these 3 products won't have the before and after section anymore either. So if I scroll down, there is no before and after section. And this is how you can feature different sections on different templates. Okay, let's go down the page and see what other sections we have on our main product template. So we have the reviews, and then we have the description. And now at the bottom here, we have features and specs, which comes from a Metafield. As I said earlier, if you want to add that Metafield to each of the products, you can go to your product, and inside here at the bottom where you see specs, you open that up. You're gonna just paste it in there. This is a rich text Metafield that we've set for the product page, and I'm going to save that. Now, if I go and I preview this product, this is going to have the specs listed down below here. It's not yet because sometimes Metafields need a little bit of time to update. So if you're going to refresh it a couple of times, you're gonna get the specs in there. Now that we have the specs in there, we have the shipping and returns policy. And this is a static text. If I go to a customizer, so if I go to the products that use the default template, like this one and this one. So if I click on here, I'm gonna see the text right here. This is a static text, and this will display only on the products that use this template. So I'm going to replace the policies for these 2 products that are using this template, and I'm going to save that. Now, if I go on each of these and I check that field, so I'm going to refresh the page to make sure that the Metafield updated. So shipping and returns is going to say this. So 90 days, whatever. This product will show the older text because this is using a different template. So if I open shipping and returns, we're going to have that lorem ipsum text. And let's go further down the page. Now, what about this section over here? This section is quite general and can describe more products, but let's say you want to have different items in here. You don't want to show the same section over all products. So these 2 products, these elements are fine for those products, but for the bundles, let's say these elements are not good. So we want to show different images and different text. And how can we do that? Because if I add Metafields, then I'm gonna have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 metafields just for these 3 elements. And if I would have 6, for example, then the number will double. So we don't want to add too many metafields because this can get long and it can get confusing. So we are going to combine metafields with Metaobjects. I know it can sound complicated, but believe me, it's not. I'm going to create a new Metaobject, and I'm going to add these elements as elements of that Metaobject, and then I'm gonna reference those elements inside this section dynamically. So you don't have to go and add static information on the theme. The information will be then fed from the Shopify's database. So let's go and let's create that Metaobject. So in the dashboard here, you're gonna want to go to content, and then you're gonna have here Metaobjects. And you want to add a new definition. We want to define this Metaobject. And what is a Metaobject? A Metaobject is a custom object that you can create inside your store. For example, the product page is an object, the page is an object, an article is an object, and all the objects have different elements. For example, a product can have product image, product description, product tags, and so on. In this way, we can create a custom object that has elements as a product page would. So let's create a why buy object. So now I'm going to select the fields that I need. And in order to determine that, I'm going to go to my section, and inside this section, I will need the following things. So I'm going to need an image, I'm going to need a title, and I'm going to need a description. Because I know that this section has blocks. These are the blocks of the section. My object will just be one of these elements, and then I'm going to tell this section to get the information from that block. So let's define first the object. So why by, let's say, element, and then I'm going to select an image, and to do that you're going to select a file, and you're going to say here image, because we have the why by element key in front, then image, and this is a file, just one file. And then I'm going to deselect video here, and I am going to add one more element, and the next element is a single line of text, which is the title, and I'm going to say here title, and it's one line. You don't have to do anything else. You're just gonna click on add, and then I'm going to add a rich text area, this one, and I'm going to name it description, and in here we're gonna add that description that under the image that we have. So I'm going to add that as well. And now when saving this, I'm going to save my custom object. This is the custom object that I wanted to create. If I go back to my objects here, I see that I have this object created. So now I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to add entries. And that means that now I'm going to go and I'm going to populate all the cards that I want on all the products that I have. So for example, we have this tree for this section on this product template. So I'm going to recreate this elements inside my custom object. I'm going to take the text and I'm going to upload the images. You're going to click on add entry, and in here you're going to select the image. Then I'm going to add my title, and then I'm going to go and I'm going to take the text and I'm going to add it inside this description, right? And I'm going to save that. Now I'm going to go back and I'm going to click again on the object, and I'm going to add more entries. Okay, now that I have all the elements added in here, I'm going to go and I'm going to make a metafield that will allow me to assign cards to each of my products. So to do that, I'm going to go back to settings, and in here I'm going to have custom data, and I'm going to click on product. I'm going to create a new definition in here, and I'm going to name it why buy cards. Then I'm going to select the type, and the type for this one is going to be Metaobject. You're going to find it here a little bit lower. Then you're going to go to reference in here, and you are going to select why buy element or the Metaobject that you just created. So I'm going to select that, and make sure if you have multiple elements that you want to show on the page, make sure that you select list of entries, not just one entry, list of entries, and then you're going to save. Now, if I go to any of my product pages, if I go down at the Metafields, I'm going to see that I have one more Metafield. And if I click on it, I'm going to be able to select cards for that section. So I'm going to select 3 of them for this product and I'm going to save. So at the moment, this product should show these 3 cards. And in order for that to happen, I'm going to go now in the customizer and I'm going to rig this metafield to that section in order for that section to show these cards. So in the customizer, you're going to come here to the Y section, which is here. And as you see, it has 3 blocks. We want to remove the blocks completely. So we're going to remove them and we're just going to leave 1. And then if you click on the dynamic source here, you're going to find this metafield. And if you're going to select it, you're going to see that these are filled by the elements that we pre-selected there on the Metaobject. And these are the elements that we've selected for this particular product. And I'm going to save that. And if I go to the same section on this product after saving this, if I go to this section, nothing's gonna change in here because these elements are the same as the ones before. But if I go now to the other product that is using the same template, this one over here, if I scroll down, I can see that I only have the title and there are no elements because I didn't add the elements for this product. So if I want to add dynamic elements for this product, I'm just going to go inside that particular product. So I'm going to go back and go to this other product using that template. And I'm going to go to this metafield here. And I'm going to select the ones that I want to show on this one. It can be different. So you have all the list of the cards that you've added in the Metaobject. And now you can select the ones that you want to show on this particular product. I'm going to save this. And if I go now and I refresh this product, and after refreshing, this is our section. But you saw that there is this text, the title, which remain on the screen. And if you want that to be custom to the product you are showing, you can create another metafield just for this text. And I'm going to go and I'm going to create now that. I'm going to go to Product Metafields and I'm going to create a text metafield. So I'm going to name it Y title. I'm going to select the type of single text because it's just a title and 1 value, and then I'm going to save. Now, if I select this text and I go to the dynamic source here and I look for my Y title, which is at the end here, you're going to select that and it was replaced. Now, because that product doesn't have that value yet, it doesn't show the title anymore. But if I go and I add the value, it's going to show on top here. So let me go and add values for both of those products. Again, I'm going to select these ones that use the same template and I'm going to go to bulk edit and I'm going to look for the metafield, the Y title metafield, which is here. It's going to be displayed right here. So for these 2 products, I am going to add their own Y title. And after adding the information there, you're going to save. Now, if you go to that product page and you scroll to the Y section, you can see that we have here Y by Fable Premium and it has these cards. And if I go to the other one, I'm going to have a different title. So it's going to say Y by Fable. And then it's going to have different cards on that section. And the cool thing is that if you go to a product like this, so if you, let's say you go to this product and if you remove the title here, and then you are going to remove these elements here and you're going to save. So on this product here, because I removed those metafields or the values for those metafields, that section won't show at all. So we don't have this section at all on this page. Okay, now these 2 products will show dynamic information in their Y section, but the bundle template will not. And if we go to the bundle template, if I go to customize and I'm going to select the bundle template, you're gonna see that that section, this section over here still has these static information blocks. So in order for this to show dynamic information, we're going to remove the blocks that it has and we are going to click on the last block and we are going to connect it to that metafield. Now this will replace the information that it wasn't there and now we won't have any cards because we didn't select any cards for this product. I'm going to save that and I'm going to go to the multi-column section which is responsible for this. and I'm going to click it, and I'm going to replace this text, this title, with the same Y title, and I'm going to save. Now this section will not be displayed because we don't have values for this section, for this product. If you want to remove also the padding, you can do that here at the top and at the bottom, and now nothing at all will show if you don't add those values in. So on one of these products, now we don't have a Y section at all. To add it, I'm gonna go to that product. So I'm gonna select one of these products, or I can edit them in bulk like that, and I am going to bulk edit. I'm gonna select the metafields that I want to work on, and these are the metafields, so the Y title and Y by cards, and they will be displayed there. So I have to scroll like that, and Y title, I'm going to add in here Y by this bundle. I'm gonna add it to all the products. And then in here in the cards, I'm going to select the cards that I want to add. So I'm going to, and from this list, I'm gonna select the cards that I want to show on each of them. So I'm just gonna choose randomly, but obviously if you have logic for this, you can choose the right cards to show in there. Once you have all your cards, you're gonna save. And if you go to those product pages, you're gonna refresh, you're gonna see that you're gonna get the Y by bundle with the dynamic information listed in there. So all of them will have different information. Okay, so let's go to the main product again. This can be done here, and then it can be done on this section as well. We can have this video here be different on all the products. So let me go and let me create one more metafield. I'm gonna go here to settings and then to custom data, products, and I'm gonna add a definition in here. To add a video, I'm gonna add video as a title. Then I'm gonna select the source, which is file, and I'm going to select video here. And then I'm going to save. This is another metafield which will show on all the products. If I go now to a product page, I can open this main product that I have, and at the bottom here, I'm gonna have a new field which will be a video metafield. If I select it, then I can go and I can upload my video. Now I've went and I've uploaded two. While the other one is processing, I'm going to select the one that finished, and I'm gonna click done. And we have here the video selected, and I'm going to save. And in order to display this video, now I'm gonna go back in the customizer, and I'm gonna go to the video section here. So I'm gonna connect that video using this dynamic source button. So I'm gonna click on it, and I'm going to select video. And now the video was replaced with the metafield that I've just uploaded. So I'm gonna save that. So now if I go to this product and I scroll to the video section, I see that the video is the one that I uploaded. It is black because it starts with a black screen. So make sure you upload a video that doesn't start with a black screen. Okay, so at the bottom here, we have another section, an FAQ section, and this one can also be populated with dynamic content depending on the product. We can go inside content and Metaobjects. We can add a definition like question. Then we can add 2 single lines. And then we can add another field, answer. This becomes our object, so I can save that. Then I can go here and I can go to the question section and I can add entries. I can add all my question and answers. And then I can go and rig them on this section, and they will be automatically added depending on the product. So you can add custom question and answers to different products in case your questions and answers differ from product to product. And I wanted to add one thing. If you don't have a sticky add to cart button like this one on your product page, then you're missing out on a lot of conversions. This sticky add to cart button will show like this on the page, reminding the customer on what product page they are and giving them a way to add the product to the cart wherever they are on the page. So if you want to add such a section to your store, look in the description of this video because I'm going to list it there. All you have to do is go to your theme editor and create a new section, name it like this, and add all this code that you will get with this section. After adding this section, going on your customizer, you're going to get this section here. So you're going to have the option to add it as a section. You're going to click on add section and search for sticky, and you're going to find it here. You're going to add it to your product page template. And then when you click on it, you're going to have all these settings that you can change. You can change its appearance. You can change many things on it. And then you're going to have it show whenever the customer scrolls lower. If the customer goes back up, the bar disappears. I think this is a neat thing to have, and if you want to install it, go in the description of this video and you can find it there. Now that you know how to use Metafields and Metaobjects to customize your product page, I think you'll want to see this video next.